Alright, this is my 1990 Jeep Cherokee Pioneer. My pride and joy. I've had her for about 10 years now. Got her when she was stock height and everything. She used to have these little 27-inch tires on her. Now I got 35s with roughly, give or take, about 7 inches of lift. It's a piece together lift, so I got little parts from everywhere. Has long arms on her. Don't have a front drive shaft anymore. We'll have one again soon. This latest lift, the old one was too short, of course. So I gotta either get that one lengthened or order a longer one. Just another thing on the list. You know how Jeeps go. Just empty every pocket. But got a Dana 30 in the front, and a quarter 29 spline in the rear, 456 gears. Have some front play in the front diff, a little slop that I need to take care of. I didn't re-gear these axles. Came out of a wrecked Cherokee out in Chicago area. I knew somebody that I bought them off of and swapped them in. Got rid of that vacuum disconnect. So that's kind of nice. I have a rusty steering link on there, kit, which, yeah, nah, you know, rusty's how it goes. I'm definitely gonna get something better at some point for steering. Got a pretty decent track bar on there with the track bar brace, adjustable. So spent a few years up in Chicago with her. So the Midwest kind of, that no salt on those roads, you know, got her a little bit with the rockers. So I got to do some rocker repairs. This side's the worst. Seen a little better days, but gonna replace the rockers. Maybe do some rock sliders instead. Haven't decided yet. I've painted her once myself in the 10 years I've owned her. Not the greatest paint job. Definitely was my first time, and definitely had a learning curve, that's for sure. However, you know, that doesn't look that bad, but I'm going to redo it eventually. Again, not spend too much money into it because it is a Jeep and I do off-road it, so it does get dense and whatnot, and don't want to put a bunch of money in a paint job I'm going to scratch up. Gotta finish the floor. I rhino-lined the floor at one point, but over the 10 years she kind of came up. Gotta redo it. Gonna probably do something a little different this time. Wouldn't mind putting some vinyl flooring in her or some carpet or something back in her. Got 313,000 miles on her. Now, I won't lie to you, it isn't the original engine. She's had this is her second, and second transmission. But she's definitely been in places. I've had her to Chicago and back. Originally an Oregon Jeep. I'm originally an Oregon person. So glad to be back in Oregon and actually have a use for her. Again, she is my daily driver. So part of the reason why it takes me time to do stuff to her, besides, you know, gotta work, but also she's my only ride right now. I do have a 63 Chevy that I'm going to be working on too, that I'll do some videos on eventually once I get to her. We'll start her up. Got a Super 44 Flowmaster on her. Got a header on her. Oh, and yeah, that's something else I added. I added the overhead console and the speakers bar back there. Of course, you know, your XJ guys, hardcore XJ guys, know that Pioneers never really came with the overhead console. The Pioneers were kind of the base, you know, manual windows, not too many options. So I added that, which wasn't too hard really, because the wiring is actually down there at the kick panel from the factory, so it was pretty easy to add if any of you guys ever want to add one. Wired up some switch lights here if I ever do get to putting roof lights on there. So let's see here. Yeah, this is my ride. She's got trans temp gauges on her too. put a trans cooler on her. All in result of that's why she has her second transmission. I blew the first one up by hooking a trans line on something when I was off-roading out in the dunes, and pumped all my transmission fluid out. Didn't even know it until it was too late. Fried her pretty good. So I don't kid around with that anymore. But you know, I was 18 at the time. So it's a 94 block in her now with the Ren X setup still. Everything's mostly Ren X but the block still. I converted it to open cooling system. Got rid of that pressure bottle. I put an auxiliary fuse box in her. And a few other things. Rewired a few different things because when I got her, the wiring was kind of hacked. A lot of wiring issues when I got her. Don't know what the hell was going on, to be honest. I got it from my uncle and he didn't do too much work on it. He had a mechanic here in town do the engine swap and everything when he had it, and I don't know what the hell they were doing, but they really hacked up the wiring job, that's for sure. Stupid stuff, like my blower motor when it worked when I first got it. Comes to find out that they snipped the wires right by the connector for God knows why, but they did. Crazy, you know, crazy shenanigans, I don't know. Actually, it wouldn't run right when I first got her. They put the freaking distributor in wrong. It was a whole like 3 degrees off. Couldn't figure out for the life of me why she was sputtering. But yeah, so that's my Jeep, and she's pretty clean, and be having more videos soon of more progress. Oh yeah, I gotta replace the windshield too. That's kind of nasty, but thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned because I'll have more stuff on my Jeep and the old Nova out there, 78 Nova, and I got a 63 step side pickup truck I'm getting ready to put a 454 in too, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.